Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Derek Martinez. One person has died following a motor vehicle crash in Hazleton on Wednesday. According to Hazleton police, the crash occurred in the area of North Church Street and 17th Street between a motorcycle and a Pontiac Torrent. During the course of the crash, officers say the motorcycle operator became pinned under the Pontiac. Emergency crews from the Hazleton City Fire Department and EMS were able to extricate the victim from the scene. The victim was then transported to a nearby hospital for further treatment, where he later succumbed to his injuries. The driver of the Pontiac faces a charge of careless driving that resulted in unintentional death in connection with the incident. Emergency crews also responded to a motor vehicle accident in West Hazleton on Monday. According to officials, the crash occurred in the area of Deer Run Road and Susquehanna Boulevard around 5:30 p.m. When crews arrived on the scene, they found two patients trapped in their vehicles as a result of the crash. Officials say life flight was requested at the scene after it was determined that one of the patients had suffered a traumatic injury. Both patients were extricated within 10 minutes. The condition of the patients is unknown at this time. A pedestrian was injured on Monday after being struck by a motor vehicle. According to officials, the incident occurred in the area of Church Street and 23rd Street in Hazel Township around 6 p.m. Officials say the victim was taken to a nearby hospital, but there is no word on her condition at this time. Hazel Township Fire and Rescue and Pennsylvania State Police assisted at the scene. Coming up on WYLN News, the city of Wilkes-Barre issues a travel advisory for later this week. Plus, Pennsylvania State Police announced an upcoming DUI enforcement initiative. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Lorelai, and I'm 7 years old, and tomorrow it's going great.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Join us for the Helping Hand Society Annual Telethon on Saturday, May 18th from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Churchill Mall in Hazel Township. Tune into WYLN TV 35 for the live broadcast and enjoy local and regional entertainment all day while supporting a great cause. Every dollar raised directly supports the special needs children in the program. So stop by the Churchill Mall or watch the live broadcast. The annual telethon is brought to you by the Merrick Group Incorporated, Service Electric Cablevision, WYLN TV 35, and Harry's You Pull It.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The city of Wilkes-Barre has issued a travel advisory for later this week. According to city officials, the traffic pattern around Wilkes-Barre's public square will be altered this week to accommodate the 2024 Fine Arts Fiesta. Beginning on Wednesday, May 15th, West Market Street will be closed off at South Franklin Street, and the public square will be closed between South Main Street and West Market Street. From South Main Street, traffic onto Public Square will exit from the square onto either East Market Street or North Main Street, and from East Market Street, traffic onto Public Square will exit from the square onto North Main Street. North Main Street will have no access around Public Square, and all traffic will be directed across Butler Lane to South Washington Street. The traffic pattern change will be in effect until the morning of Monday, May 20th. For additional information, you can contact the Office of Special Events at 570-208-4149. Pennsylvania State Police in Hazleton have announced that they will be hosting an Operation Nighthawk initiative this weekend. Operation Nighthawk is an enforcement initiative that combines classroom instruction, workshops on DUI case law, and roving DUI patrols to reduce drinking and driving in local communities. According to troopers, a significant number of roving vehicles will saturate the Hazleton area designated for DUI enforcement during the operation. Over 100 state troopers and law enforcement officers are participating in the program. Operation Nighthawk will run from Friday, May 17th to Sunday, May 19th. The Wilkes-Barre Township Police Department has announced that they will be hosting a Coffee with a Cop event on Wednesday. The event will be held at the Wilkes-Barre Township Target and will run from 12:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. During the event, the public will have the opportunity to ask questions, voice concerns, and get to know some of the local officers. Free coffee and donuts will be provided. Coming up on Bloomsburg's News Choice, Chris Fulmer takes us down the path through history with Lansford Part 2. Plus, we learn about criminal background checks on this week's Trooper Talk Tuesday. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
You're invited to Johnson College's Career and Community Resources Fair at their Hazleton campus on Thursday, May 23rd from 11 to 2. Meet some of the region's top employers and discover what community resources are available to you and your family. Join us and take the next step towards a rewarding and successful career. Come explore Johnson College's hands-on training programs Thursday, May 23rd. This free event is open to the public at Johnson College's Hazleton campus in the Humboldt Industrial Park.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hey! Did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
In 1876, the various patch towns in the Panther Valley decided to follow through on Asa Lansford Foster's vision and merged into a single community. And as a tribute to Foster's dream, a unified borough was named Lansford in his honor. The Lehigh Coal Navigation Company remained the town's primary employer, but other businesses would soon carve their stake in the community. One of these was J.C. Bright's department store, which opened in July 1884 at the corner of East Ridge and Spring Garden Streets. It was such an immediate success that it was quickly moved into a larger building further down Ridge Street. In addition to supplying residents with clothing, furniture, and appliances, Bright's also originally doubled as a Lehigh Coal Navigation Company store, where miners could purchase items on credit. Bright's was the seminal place to shop in the Panther Valley for decades, and was a keystone of Lansford's downtown up through 1976, when the store was merged with its Lehighton branch into a single store in the latter town's Carbon Plaza Mall. The combined Bright's store closed for good in March 1995. Mining, though, was still Lansford's bedrock industry, and thousands of men toiled in the mines from a young age. One of them was Thomas Kennedy, born in Lansford in 1887, who began work as a breaker boy at age 12. His father died in the mines in his teen years, which prompted Kennedy to join the United Mine Workers when he reached adulthood. He rose rapidly in the Union, becoming its District 7 president in 1910. After 15 years in this capacity, he was named the United Mine Workers' overall secretary-treasurer, a position he'd hold for the next 22 years. During that time, Kennedy reached an even higher position when he was elected Pennsylvania's lieutenant governor in 1934, becoming the first Democrat to hold that position since 1887. He served 4 years under Governor George Earle and attempted to seek the governor's office after Earle's term, but did not gain the support of Democratic bosses. Kennedy subsequently resumed his work with the United Mine Workers, and in 1960 was named to succeed the legendary John Lewis as Union president. Ill health forced Kennedy to relinquish the position after 2 years. He died in 1963, and today rests in Hazleton's St. Gabriel Cemetery. Railroads would also be a major industry in the Lansford area at the close of the 19th century, and the prominent line in Lansford at this time would be the Lehigh-New England Railroad, which had been founded in 1895 from the remnants of the previous Pennsylvania, Poughkeepsie, and Boston Railroad. Lehigh Coal Navigation took control of the line in 1904, hoping to use it to move its coal into the New England states. The Central Railroad of New Jersey also had a controlling interest in the Lehigh-New England, which would stretch south into the Lehigh Valley and east into the Poconos. Passenger service for the line ended in 1937, but coal and other freight continued to be moved on the rails until the Lehigh-New England decided to dissolve on October 31, 1961. With coal traffic on a clear decline at that time, the Railroads Board felt ending operations on their own terms rather than going bankrupt was a better business decision. The railroad's tracks would be completely torn up by the end of the decade. The Lehigh-New England's Lansford Station on Dock Street, however, would see a new life as Hill's Machine Shop for almost 40 years afterwards. It has since been purchased by Lansford Borough and is awaiting restoration. By the 1890s, trolleys were springing up in town all over the United States. Lansford was no exception to this, with the Tamaqua and Lansford Street Railway Company's founding in 1891. Backed by Lehigh Coal Navigation, which provided the power for the line, it carried its first passengers in October 1897. The original fare was a nickel for a trip to Coaldale and a dime for one to Tamaqua. Services were extended to Summit Hill in 1899 and to Mock Chunk in 1903. In 1906, it bought out the Pottsville Union Traction Company. The enlarged company, now known as Eastern Pennsylvania Railways, expanded service to Pottsville by 1908, providing a total trackage of 35 miles between Schuylkill and Carbon County seats. In addition to its regular service, the line also operated a special funeral car, number 14, which transported deceased miners to local cemeteries. Fatally injured miners could ride it for free, while those going to the hospital had the fare docked from their paychecks. Another popular stop of the trolley line was Manila Grove Park, situated on a hill above today's Route 209 in Coaldale, just west of Lansford. Opened in 1898 and named in honor of the American Navy's victory in Manila Bay in the Spanish-American War, the park had as its centerpiece a figure-8 style roller coaster that opened to guests in 1910. It also featured picnic groves, a dance hall, a soda fountain, and miscellaneous smaller rides. The rise of automobiles spelled the end of the trolley line, and service in the Lansford area ceased in 1931, with buses taking over the routes. Manila Grove Park would also close in 1931.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Join us for the Helping Hand Society Annual Telethon on Saturday, May 18th from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Churchill Mall in Hazel Township. Tune in to WYLN TV 35 for the live broadcast and enjoy local and regional entertainment all day while supporting a great cause. Every dollar raised directly supports the special needs children in the program. So stop by the Churchill Mall or watch the live broadcast. The annual telethon is brought to you by the Merrick Group Incorporated, Service Electric Cablevision, WYLN TV 35, and Harry's You Pull It.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another segment of Trooper Talk Tuesday. I'm Trooper Anthony Petrosky, Trooper and Public Information Officer. Today I'm here to talk to you about criminal background checks. We've all heard this before. Many of us have had background checks done on ourselves, on other people, for an employer. It's important to talk about. So, if you are applying for a job and the employer says, I want to do a background investigation on you, there's a reason for that. Number one, unfortunately people do lie. When asked the question, have you ever been arrested before, a lot of people lie. So a lot of times employers, colleges, they may want to look into it further to make sure that, number one, you're telling the truth, and number two, you're not a convicted felon that they may be hiring to represent their business or company. So what they do is they submit their name and date of birth on the Pennsylvania State Police website, and our records then reply back with the background investigation. That will show any arrest that has ever been on your record unless it has been expunged. This will show anything you've been arrested for, whether it be a summary arrest, something very simple, all the way up to a felony arrest. This will show that. It's important that colleges and employers know what kind of candidate they're getting. So that's why background investigations are done. It's very simple. It's through our website, and they come back relatively soon. It does not take a long time. Some employers actually have to pay for this service through the Pennsylvania State Police. If you're a volunteer, volunteering for some sort of maybe youth sports or to volunteer at a local school, things like that, you'd be required to get one done as a volunteer, which is free of cost. There's no charge on that. Again, it's on the Pennsylvania State Police website, which is www.psp.pa.gov. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me here at PSP Hazleton. Other than that, I'll catch you next time here on Trooper Talk Tuesday.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,